How goes the family? Happy Monday, new week, new month, lots of great opportunity and all that good stuff. So be positive, be mindful, and continuously to do what you need to do and stay busy and productive as possible as well. I mean, I'm guilty of this myself. We all can get wrapped up into what's happening on social media from a negative standpoint, because you have the Olympics going on and, everybody's got their opinions and you have a lot of childish behavior that happens on the internet nowadays, unfortunately, with people of all ages and all backgrounds. And people love to find, like I said, we live in a society of nowadays of if I go to the bathroom wrong, somebody's going to find something wrong with that. So I don't even get into it. I think the adults in the room that are having adult conversations don't have time to be bickering back and forth with people, especially on the internet, about things that don't involve life or death or money moves. That's just my personal opinion, and I leave it at that. Okay, but start this. It's August 2021. Let's start this month off and week off on a positive note. Try your best to cut out the minutia that you see on the internet or on television or on any specific app that you're utilizing, because a lot of times, in my personal opinion, that just basically deters one from being ambitious, or it just keeps one engaged in discussions that have no real tangible outcomes involved. That's why if anybody puts a negative comment on my videos or whatnot, I'm not going to engage. Now, if somebody makes a suggestion, well, hey, you could do this. I love suggestions because I can learn from people. If I'm around people that I know I can learn from and engage with, that's cool. But if I'm around people that just want to argue for the sake of arguing, I'm not a paid lawyer. I'm not a paid politician, so therefore I don't do it. That's just not my style. It's like, no, there's nothing tangible that can come from the conversation. I don't mind differences of opinions, but let those differences of opinion be a way to elevate people and not just to try to slap somebody down and try to be a keyboard warrior to see how much smarter than you are than somebody else. Because, if there was like a bet involved, like, hey, well, if I can prove that I'm smarter than you, there's $1,000 prize in it, then, hey, I might be willing to engage. But if it's just for the sake of arguing, and we're not learning anything and there's no tangible collectivism going on, then it's a waste of time. But anyways, that's my little tangent, my little rant for the day. Today's word of the day is commerce, which stands for the activity of buying and selling, especially on a large scale. And that's why another reason why I went on that rant earlier, because not much commerce, or as I like to call, keeping currency in your circle, can take place if the conversation isn't elevating you to being a better you, and it's not elevating the person that you're having a discussion with to being a better person at the same time. It really just boils down to you just arguing with each other for the sake of arguing, and there's no commerce involved. Therefore, there's no elevation involved. Commerce is not just money involved. It could be, hey, this is a better way to elevate your health. This is a better way. You can read this book or listen to this podcast to elevate your thinking so that you can do better to achieve your goals and aspirations, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your significant other, whether it's with your job, whether it's with your business. The real word of every single day needs to be elevation, because if you're around people that are not elevating you and you're not trying to elevate other people, then you and them are actually just kind of wasting your time, each other's time. So do your best to be an elevator, to elevate people to the highest levels possible, because that matters at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I can't put it any other way on that note. All right. But anyways, today's quote of the day is by Russell Simmons, who is a great businessman, philanthropist, etc., and so forth. He stated, when I started the diamond business, no black person, period, was in it to do what we're trying to do to change the industry. So I like to do things that I see clearly that are in my scope. And then I had to figure out how I could get talented or smart business people around me to execute. That's what I have to do. And I will read that last part. I have to figure out how to get talented or smart business people around me to execute. So that's another thing. A lot of times, unfortunately, people love to do things from a single-based standpoint. And that's why relationships on all levels matter, because if you're married, you're in a relationship, you have a great network of people around you. There's got to be more than just, okay, I like this person or I love this person. There has to be, okay, are we elevating each other? Are we help executing for one another so that we can develop a strong foundation or create multiple strong foundations so we can continuously execute? have smart people around you. That's why, I said the other day, one of the favorite quotes I got from listening to Les Brown, he said, I don't like being around people that really haven't read books that I haven't read and whatnot, because that means I can't learn anything from them. He's like, I tell people about these other specific books because they can learn something from me. And that's what it is at the end of the day. It's all about learning, earning, and turning our lives into something bigger than it was yesterday. And that's why, with it being a new month, we have a new opportunity to get things done. With it being a new week, we have an opportunity to get things done. But it's all about, everything starts with you at the end of the day, and what kind of actions you put into place, and not just the basic everyday stuff. Everybody has a job, so you do your 8 hours. Okay, everybody has bills to pay. That's normal. If you have children, you're supposed to take care of them. You're not supposed to get credit for doing what you're supposed to do. It's like you have to drink water in order to live. So I always loved Chris Rock. He would make fun of people that would brag about taking care of their kids and paying their bills, and he just didn't understand how it was such a big thing to brag about doing the things you're supposed to do. It's like, well, you have children, you're supposed to take care of them. You have bills, you're supposed to pay them, unless you just like the idea of being homeless, or you like the idea of being a bad parent. These are just things you're supposed to do. The responsibility. Could be another word of the day. You're supposed to be a responsible adult and whatnot. Like I said, when you're dealing with the adults in the room, you're not going to brag about things you're supposed to do. Really, let's brag about specific accomplishments that not only elevate you, but elevate the people around you. And hopefully, when you have people around you, they're accomplishing things that can help elevate not only themselves, but you all at the same time. It just goes back to what I always say. You got to keep currency in your circle. All right. So do the great 3 free things, family. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Make money moves, or live broke like a fool. Take care, family.